Greetings and welcome to Danish Info News TV. We'll be looking at whether Muslims should be eligible for Christmas aid. This is a debate report. Should Muslims be eligible for Christmas aid in Denmark? Let's look at the background for this debate. Christmas aid in Denmark is a voluntary initiative aimed at helping financially struggling families and single individuals, ensuring children can enjoy a festive Christmas Eve with meals and gifts. Traditionally, aid is distributed by private charities, churches, and volunteer organizations. A recent statement by Integration and Immigration Minister Rasmus Stoklund sparked debate when he suggested that Muslims or people who do not celebrate Christmas might not need to apply for this aid. Let's look at how Christmas aid works. Christmas aid is typically offered by organizations such as Dansk Folkehjælp, the Red Cross, Mødrehjælpen, the Salvation Army, and local churches. While the exact criteria vary, common elements include eligibility, families with children under 18, single parents, and financially struggling households. Some programs are geographically limited to certain parishes or municipalities. Forms of aid: gift cards for supermarkets or toy stores, often 800 to 900 Danish kroner for food. Christmas baskets containing traditional foods like roast pork, duck, red cabbage, sweets, and other treats. Cash grants, typically 500 to 550 Danish kroner per child. Donated goods, new or used toys and clothes distributed through platforms like julehjælpen.dk. Application process: most aid is applied for online or via local offices, with deadline usually in October or November. Some organizations like volunteer groups run by Nicki Friis Willumsen distribute aid without formal applications, asking no questions about religion or origin. Arguments in favor of including Muslims. Financial need is universal. Aid is meant for those struggling economically, regardless of religious affiliation. Muslim families face the same economic pressures as others and should not be excluded. Community and inclusion. Volunteers like Nicki Friis Willumsen emphasize that aid fosters inclusion and social cohesion. He says, "Everyone needs a little light in the darkness from time to time. Most people have a need to feel part of the community." Practical implementation. Most aid is already distributed without requiring religious disclosure, making exclusion based on faith unnecessary and complicated. Arguments against including Muslims. Cultural and religious relevance. Critics argue Christmas aid is intended to support participation in Christmas traditions. Since Muslims do not celebrate Christmas, they may not be the intended beneficiaries. Resource prioritization. Limited resources mean aid could be prioritized for those who actively participate in Christmas celebrations. Government perspective. Minister Stoklund's comments reflect the view that holiday aid should align with cultural traditions, focusing on families who celebrate Christmas. Conclusion. The debate highlights a tension between religious, cultural specificity and universal social support. Volunteers like Nicki Friis Willumsen demonstrate a model where aid is given based on financial need and human compassion rather than religious affiliation. Policymakers emphasize preserving the cultural purpose of the aid. Key question: should charitable aid focus solely on the cultural context of a holiday, or should financial need override religious distinctions? The debate over whether Muslims should receive Christmas aid highlights a broader question about the purpose of charitable support in Denmark. Is Christmas aid primarily about preserving a cultural and religious tradition, or is it about supporting families and children in financial hardship during a time when social expectations are high? While political voices emphasize cultural boundaries, volunteers like Nicki Friis Willumsen demonstrate an alternative approach based on inclusion and need rather than faith. Ultimately, the decision reflects an ongoing tension between tradition, solidarity, and social responsibility in a diverse society. Please share your views on the matter. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Danish Info News TV. Thank you for watching.